Hey subscribers, this video is going to be looking at converting into standard form numbers which are quite small. So you might have decimals involved, for example 0.06 and so on. Just a quick recap, you know that something has to be in standard form is if this is between 1 and 10 and you're multiplying it by 10 to the power of some integer, and an integer can be positive or negative including 0. Okay, so we're looking at 0.06. I'm going to show you two ways to do this. The second way is going to be a lot quicker, but the first way is just for understanding the reason in a bit more depth. So 0.06 is the same as 6 divided by 100. And we know that dividing by a number is the same as multiplying by its reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 100 is 1 over 100. Now, if we turn that into a decimal, 1 over 100 is 0.01. And we can actually turn that into a power of 10 because 0.01 is 10 to the power of negative 2. So this is now in standard form. That's actually your answer there. Now I'm going to show you a quicker way to do this that you may prefer. Whenever you see a number like this, you want to make sure that first you want to make it a number between 1 and 10. So in this case, the decimal would end up here. In other words, 6.00, or just in this case, 6. So we're going to write 6 times 10 to the power. And then we're going to say, well, the decimal we want it to, it starts off here, but it actually has to end up there. So it's moved back 2 places, 1, 2. So it's 10 to the power negative 2. I'm going to do a couple more examples here, and we're going to stick with this method just to simplify the process, okay, and just make it a bit neater as well. So 0.064, how do we turn that into a standard form expression here? So first of all, where does the decimal go to make it between 1 and 10? Well, it's going to have to go in between 6 and the 4, those digits there. And we know that to make it back to the original number, we're going to move the decimal 2 places to the left. So this will be 6.4 times 10 to the power negative 2. Okay, you can try this yourself if you pause the video, but I'm going to show you a second example here. Where does the decimal go to make it a number between 1 and 10? Well, it's going to have to be 6.04. So we're going to write 6.04 times 10 to the power. Now, the decimal is going to have to move 1 place to the left. So it's times 10 to the power negative 1. Now, that's just the same as dividing by 10. In the previous example, we divided by 100. All right, here's another example. So first, where does the decimal go to make this a number between 1 and 10? Well, it's going to be after the 6, so it's going to go there. So we're going to write this number here, 6. Now, we don't need to write 0.0 because it doesn't change the number, so it's just 6. And then where does the decimal go? Well, we need to move it back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places. So 6 times 10 to the power negative 5. Okay, last example here, 0.6. Well, the decimal has to go after the 6 here, so it's between 1 and 10, and it's going to move back 1 place. So to convert this to standard form, it's going to be 6 times 10 to the power negative 1. I'll do a bonus example here. How would you convert the number 6 itself into standard form? Well, you know that the decimal has to go here to make it between 1 and 10. And actually, we don't need to move it anywhere. So in standard form, this would be equal to 6 times 10 to the power 0. So you still need to write the 0, but that's going to be your answer. 10 to the power 0 is 1, so 6 times 1, which is 6. But this is in standard form, so you do need to write that 10 to the power 0. Okay, so here are some examples for you to try. Pause the video, I'm going to show you the answers in 3, 2, 1. So here are the answers. You can check that you got all of these correct. Give yourself a mark out of 4. And we're going to continue with some practice. If you got this wrong, you're going to need to practice a few more questions. if you got them right, then you should be doing this task of 10 questions. You're converting them all into standard form, and then there's 2 bonus tasks here. The answers to the bonus tasks are not on this video, so you may need to look that up later. Okay, pause the video, have a go. Here come the answers in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so these are the answers to the questions you just did. I hope you did well in the exercise. Okay, so we're going to look at a true or false activity now. What you want to decide here is if the number on the left is equal to the number on the right. So the number on the left should be in standard form. Okay, so pause the video, decide whether it's true or false, and then we'll do a few more practice questions here. Okay, so I'm going to go through it now. So 4 times 10 to the power 3. Well, if you have the number 4, the decimal would have been here, and we moved it 3 places to the right. 1, 2, 3. So 4,000, it would be there, so that's true. Have a go with the remaining questions, deciding whether they're true or false, and then I'm going to show you the answers for these. Okay, here come the answers. For question 1, we did that already, so you know it's true. Question 2, 4 times 10 to the minus negative 3. So the decimal starts there and it moves 3 places. 1, 2, 3. So that doesn't work. That's false. There's an extra 0 there. The next one, 5.07 times 10 to the negative 5. So the decimal starts there and it moves 5 places to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That works out to be true. Question 4. 3.64 times 10 to the power 4. Well, the decimal starts here and it moves 4 places to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. That definitely doesn't work. We've got 2 extra zeros there. So either that should be a 6 or this number, we need to get rid of the 2 last zeros. So either of those options would make it true. Okay, question 5. 3.3 times 10 to the negative 10 is greater than 1 times 10 to the negative 9. So in this case, what we're interested in is that power. And we know that anything to the power negative 10 is 10 times smaller than anything to the power negative 9. So this doesn't work because that power is bigger. The negative 9 is more, it's closer, it's more positive, is a more positive number compared to negative 10. So that's false. And then this one here, we might need to do a bit of a conversion here. So we know that this is going to be 1.44 times 10 to the power, well, the decimal is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So negative 10. So that turns out to be, so 10 to the power negative 10, and you can see that you've got 1.11 times 10 to the negative 10, 1.44. Now, because the powers match, we can actually just ignore those, and then we can say we're just comparing 1.11 with 1.44. So in this case, we know that 1.44 is bigger, so this doesn't work out to be true. This is false. It should be the other way around. Okay, I hope you found that useful. I'll see you in the next video on the playlist.
Not this time. Not this time. Wrong. Not this time. Not this time. You're wrong. Not this time.